Children, let us study lesson 10, Africa, the central continent. Today we are going to study about the location, extent and physical settings of Africa. Introduction. Africa is the second largest continent after Asia. It is also second in respect to population. It was called Black Continent, not because of the predominance of black people, that is Negroes, but because of the obstacles to explore its interior. The plateau rim extends to the coast and in the north, and the Sahara Desert was a formidable obstacle to reach the interior. There are 52 countries in Africa. So, how many countries are there in Africa? 52 countries in Africa, and it is the second largest in respect to population, as well as it is second largest continent after Asia. And Africa is also known as the Black Continent, not because of the predominance of the Negroes, but because of the obstacles to explore its interior. Now let us study the location, extent and physical settings of Africa. Africa lies between 37 degree north and 35 degree south latitude and 17 degree west and 50 degree east longitude. It is very interesting to note that equator almost passes through the center of Africa. Hence it is known as central continent. So why it is known as central continent, children? As the equator almost passes through the center of Africa, it is known as central continent. Both Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn passes through Africa, and the prime meridian cuts across Africa on its western side. Here you can see the map, that is map of Africa, the location of the world, as well as location, physical settings of Africa. The total area of Africa is 30.4 million square kilometer. So what is the area? Total area of Africa is 30.4 million square kilometer. The continent measures about 8,000 kilometer from north to south. So what is the measure of the continent? 8,000 kilometers from north to south and about 7,400 kilometer from east to west. So this is the extent of the total area of Africa. Africa is bounded on the west by the Atlantic Ocean. So, how it is covered? Africa is covered on the west by the Atlantic Ocean, on the north by the Mediterranean Sea, on the east and by the Red Sea and Indian Ocean. So, it is surrounded or it is bounded on the west by which ocean? Atlantic Ocean, on the north by Mediterranean Sea, on east by Red Sea and the Indian Ocean. Africa is separated from Europe by the Strait of Gibraltar and the Arabian Peninsula by the Red Sea. So, how Africa is separated? Africa is separated from Europe by the Strait of Gibraltar and the Arabian Peninsula by the Red Sea. Now, let us study the physiography. The physiography of Africa is largely a reflection. It is a reflection of geological structure, study of the earth. It is a geological structure. The whole continent can be considered as a vast plateau. The whole continent can be considered as what? Vast plateau made of ancient crystalline rocks. It is made up of ancient old crystalline rocks. It rises steeply from north. It rises steeply from narrow coastal fringe. Hence, it is difficult to enter the interior of the continent. And the coastal line of Africa is almost straight, and it includes a few large basins and the natural harbors. The Great Rift Valley, a flat-bottomed valley formed by the sinking of the land between two normal faults or deep slopes, is called Rift Valley. So, what is Rift Valley, children? It is a flat-bottomed valley formed by water sinking of the land. Sinking, what land is sinking between two normal faults or deep slopes is called as Rift Valley. The Rift Valley of Africa is long and therefore known as the Great Rift Valley. It is in Y-shaped. It is in which shape? It is in Y-shaped and is one of the most striking and distinct topographical features of Africa. So it is known as Great Rift Valley and it is Y-shaped and is one of most striking striking and the distinct topographical features of Africa. Next comes the basins of Africa. So there are 5 important basins of Africa. So let us see which are those 5 basins of Africa. The Sudan Basin is drained by the White Nile and Blue Nile rivers. This is world's most extensive marshland known as Sud. The Chan Basin is occupied by Lake Chan, and this basin is a swampy area and the Sahara Desert encroaches upon it. So the first basin is the Sudan Basin, second basin is the Chad Basin, and the third one Dof Basin, and fourth one the Congo Basin, and the fifth one is the Kalahari Basin, where they have the important characteristics. Below you can see the map, that is map of Africa, the major basins of Africa. You can see here the Sudan Basin, the Chan Basin, Dof Basin, Congo, and as well as Kalahari Basin. Lakes. Africa has numerous lakes of great economic potential. There are 8 large lakes, and these lakes are authentic attraction to the tourist. The largest and the deepest lakes are found in the East Africa. So where you can find the largest and deepest lakes, that is in East Africa, and these lakes are generally associated with the Great Rift Valley. Lake Albert, Edward, Kivu, Tanganyika and Nasia lie in the west of the Rift Valley. Lake Tanganyika is the second deepest lake in the world, and it is about 1436 meter deep. Mountains. The continent of Africa does not have many mountains. Some small ranges break the monotony of the flatness of Africa. Atlas Range, Drakensberg and Kilimanjaro Range are the major mountains of Africa. Now let us study the major mountains of Africa, that is Atlas Range. These are fold mountains like the Himalayas. So Atlas Range are fold mountains like Himalayas and are a continuation of the mountains of the southern Europe. So it is a continuation of the mountains in southern Europe. Drakensberg mountain. They are found along the southern coast. They are not true mountains but the tilted edge of the plateau. Kilimanjaro mountain range, it is in the East Africa. It has the highest peak of Africa with a height of 5,895 meter. Although situated close to the equator, its peak is always snow covered because of its great height. Besides, these are the Hagar, the Tibesti and the Cape Range and East African mountains are the other mountain ranges of Africa. So you can see the figure here, Mount Kilimanjaro figure in the textbook. Isthmus of Suez. A narrow strip of land joining two large land masses is called as isthmus. So what is isthmus? A narrow strip of land joining two larger land masses. The Isthmus of Suez is very important and lies between the Mediterranean Sea and Red Sea, linking the continents of Africa and Asia. That is known as isthmus. You can see in the picture Isthmus of Suez and the Suez Canal, how it is joined. It is located in Egypt and famous Suez Canal is cut through it. This is the biggest man-made canal linking the Mediterranean Sea and the Red Sea, and the Suez Canal is one of the busiest ocean routes in the world and connecting Europe with Asia by short distance. So Suez Canal is considered as the busiest ocean routes in the world, connecting the Europe with the Asia with a short distance. So we have studied about the mountains, the four mountain ranges you have studied, that is Atlas Range, Drakensberg and Kilimanjaro are the major mountains or mountain ranges of Africa. Now let us study the water resources and rivers of Africa. There are four major rivers of Africa such as the Nile, the Congo, the Niger and the Zambezi. These are the major rivers of Africa. So the river systems of Africa have their own its own peculiarities, and most of the rivers have cut deep gorges in the upper courses. There are waterfalls, rapids, etc. And many rivers are non-perennial due to the seasonal variation in rainfall. So this makes a river navigational difficult. So when there is no proper rainfall, it is non-perennial. Water, it is variation in the seasons as well as the rainfall. Africa has four mighty rivers. So the Nile, the Congo, the Niger and the Zambezi and Senegal. The Orange and Limpopo are the other important rivers of Africa. Now let us study the important rivers are the four mighty rivers of Africa. Nile. Nile is considered as the longest river in the world with the length of 6,650 kilometer. So which is the longest river in the world? The Nile river is the longest river and its total length is 6,650 kilometer. It originates in Lake Victoria as White Nile flows northward through the Sahara Desert and empties into the Mediterranean Sea. The basin of the Nile is very fertile. It provides life for millions of people who use its water for irrigation. Next comes the Congo. Congo is the second largest river in Africa. The people of Africa call it by different names as its headwaters is called as Luapula and elsewhere is known as Lualaba. It flows for about 4,640 kilometers across middle of Africa through the huge equatorial forest. Next, the third one is the Niger. It is the longest river in Africa and the source of this water is in the highlands of west coast and it also empties into Atlantic Ocean. It is non-perennial river. The Zambezi. It is the fourth largest river in Africa and one of the major rivers in the southern part of Africa. It rises in the central Africa and flows southeastwards and it empties into the Indian Ocean. It has numerous rapids and waterfalls along its course. The Senegal River rises in the Fouta Djallon Plateau of Geneva and it flows northeastward for about 1,640 kilometers and joins the Atlantic Ocean. Next, let us study the climate, natural vegetation and animal wealth. Climate. Africa is called a central continent. It lies both in the northern and southern hemisphere and the equator passes through the middle of the continent and divides Africa into two parts. So, because of the direct rays of the sun, the climate of Africa is predominantly tropical. So, Africa is called a central continent as equator passes in the middle of the continent. It is called as the central continent. A large number of factors influence the climate of Africa, that is the ocean currents, the absence of mountains, east-west extent and location. The cold ocean currents that flow along the western Sahara on the western coast of the Kalahari modify the temperature of the adjoining coastal lowlands. The absence of high mountains and other weathers divides permit the free circulation of the tropical air. Hence, changes in the climate occurs very gradually. Rainfall also plays a dominant role in the Africa's climate. Rainfall is heaviest along the Europe. Now let us study the climatic conditions of Africa according to the climatic regions. So Africa can be divided into 8 climatic zones. Let us study one by one. The West Equatorial Climatic Region. Second one, the Savanna type climatic region, tropical desert, Mediterranean climate, temperate grassland, highland climate, humid subtropical climate, dry winter subtropical climate, subtropical region. So these are the 8 climatic zones of Africa. So the first one, the wet equatorial climatic region. So where it is found? It is found in the lowlands. Where it is found? It found in lowlands on either side of the equator and extends from the Congo basin to Geneva. And the climate of this region is hot and wet throughout the year. There is a heavy downpour on rain every afternoon. So this type of characteristics we can find in wet equatorial climatic region. Second one, the savanna type of climatic region. It covers parts of Somalia, Ethiopia, Sudan, Chad and Niger. because of a large area of a Sudan is in this region. It is also known as Sudan type. It has high temperature and heavy rainfall in summer. Third one, the tropical deserts. Africa's northern and southern hemispheres have deserts. In this region, summers are hot and winters are cool. There is a great difference between day and night temperature than between summer and winter seasons. Climate is too dry, rainfall is scanty. Fourth one, the Mediterranean climatic region. Northern coast and southern tip of Africa has this type of climate. It includes Morocco, northern Algeria and Cape province. It is hot and dry in summer and wet in winter. This is the only climatic region which gets rain only in winter. Fifth one, the temperate grassland region. It is also known as the high velds. In Dutch, velds means field. It is situated in the interior of South Africa. Summers are hot and winters are cold. Both seasons have scanty rainfall. Sixth one, the highland region. This region is found in the Ethiopian highland and East Africa. Due to high elevation and climate is cooler in this region, rainfall is scanty and occurs mainly in summer. Seventh one, humid subtropical region. It is situated along the Drakensberg mountains and extends up to the coast including Madagascar. Summers are very hot and rainy, whereas winters are wet and dry. Eighth one, dry winter subtropical region found in Southeast Africa. Summers are hot and wet, whereas winters are mild and dry. So, these are the 8 climatic zones of Africa, which is divided on the basis of climatic conditions. So, once again, let us recall the 8 climatic